Okay, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this video because I've recorded, I think, 19 different sections. This is the 20th section that's going to be in the video because I also had to redo some and I put a lot of time and effort into recording and editing this. So I really hope you enjoy it. But yeah, that's all I had to say. Yeah. Alright, hey guys. Um, First of all, I just like to say, holy crap! It has been 2 years since I started uploading GD content to this channel. And wow, I have come a long way since my first video, which is, as you can see, problematic. I went from problematic being my hardest demon to chaotic machine being my hardest demon in about 2 years. Um, And so I thought, you know what, for my 2 year anniversary, since I literally have nothing else to do, and I don't know what else to do, if there is something else to do, I thought I'd just walk through my journey, how I got here, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, let's start off with problematic. This, at the time, was my second hardest demon. Second to Theory of Everything 2 of the raw top levels. So, yeah, I mean, and at this point in time, I was still recording with like my phone in between my legs, and it was really uncomfortable, and I was still using a laptop, and just yeah, I don't know. And it's kind of hard to see what's going on as well because of the glare on the screen or whatever it's called. So yeah, but I also had like a really cringy reaction because of course I did. That's how it works. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna skip the reaction because it's retarded. But yeah. All right. So my next bigger milestone, which was actually just a little less than a week later, in my next video, was Serious by Funny Game. This was my first boss fight demon, and it was also my first medium demon. So that's pretty exciting, I guess. But yeah, I've always really liked the song of this level, and it also looks pretty nice. So yeah, there isn't really much to talk about for this one. Again, another cringe reaction, and I'm still using, I still have my phone in between my legs recording. Because I didn't have anything else to record with at the time, so I kind of had to do that, which was really uncomfortable, and that was a lot worse because I did that. But I mean, what are you gonna do, right? Let's skip to the boss fight, which isn't really that hard anymore, to be honest. But at the time, this was pretty difficult for me, and yeah. But I guess I'll move on to the next thing. I don't know. Alright, so my next bigger achievement was Deadlocked with a weird thing. It's dumb, but again, I was still using. Actually, at this point, I believe. Actually, I can't even tell. Okay, yeah, I think I was still using my phone and between my legs to record at this point. Um, so Deadlocked was my next major thing. I'd beaten one demon on the channel before this, Ultra Paracosm, but no, doesn't really matter. So, ending's kind of dumb. I'll just skip to here. So, um, this was my, I actually beat this before Club Step, which is kind of funny, but, yeah, I don't really know what to say, to be honest. This, didn't take very long, but just before I beat it, like 10 minutes before, I died at 90 at the UFO, so that's kind of interesting. But, yeah, guess we'll move on. So, after Deadlocked, my next bigger achievement was Ultimate Circles. So, at this point, I started recording my, my demon completions with Bandicam because, yeah. And then I would, record them with my phone since I didn't have a proper editing software. So, so it was at this point that I started getting into a bunch of Nine Circles levels, and I would beat several more Nine Circles levels in a row after beating this. This was at like 3 a.m. actually that I beat this, and I had my and my friend was over, right? It was kind of funny, and it was. And I was just like when I beat it, I was just like saying "Oh my God" over and over again. It was kind of funny. But yeah, here I'll see.
My best reaction yet.
It comes in somewhere.
By the way,
I think.
they're constantly
Yes.
putting
See, look.
it in the back.
Hiya. Okay, so as I said before, right, I would move on to do several Nine Circles demons in a row. I beat, I believe, Space Circles after Ultimate Circles, and then I moved on to Fear Me. Fear Me was another milestone for me. It was another demon that was harder than any I had beaten before. So, yeah, I struggled quite a bit with this, and I got really mad while trying to beat it. Like, seriously, this level frustrated the heck out of me. But in the end, I managed to beat it. Right, just another Nine Circles demon down. So yeah, that was pretty epic, I guess. I don't. So yeah. And then I beat one more Nine Circles demon after this, and you'll see that in a second. All right. So next up, I would go on to beat Nine Circles. Now, I don't have the original recording of me beating it because it got corrupted. Basically, it didn't really get corrupted, but it was so laggy, like actually super retarded. So I wasn't really able to upload it. I could have, but like it was just completely messed up. So I don't actually have the original recording. Now I would later go on to beat Nine Circles once again while recording, but originally when I beat it, right, it didn't happen. So this was my first hard demon. It took me quite a while, and then actually 3 days after I beat this, my laptop that I was using broke. So after this, I did not have any GD recordings for several months. It took, let's see, maybe about 9, 10-ish months before I started recording GD again. And wow, I went through a lot in that time. So after beating Nine Circles, I went on to beat my second hard demon, which was Deadly Clubstep. A really big jump. I don't recommend doing it. After death at 91, it took me another 1,000 attempts, roughly, before I beat it. But, yeah, it was, like, Deadly Clubstep was super hard and super annoying. Also, why am I being recommended 8 million Minecraft things? I don't know. So yeah, right after I beat Nine Circles, okay, I didn't do anything for a long time. So here, if we can look at this video and see like what I had beaten, like see where I was at this point, right?
Hello everyone, my name is Daniel,
Okay, shut up. Let's see where I was at. Wow, this is top 15. COE2 Mobile, Club Step Part 2, Deadlocked, Club Step with my left hand. Yeah, okay. COE2 with my left hand. Ultimate Circles. Please. Fear Me. Please. Please. Move on. Space Locked. Which I don't have a recording for that or that. Like, so this is just like my hardest even before, right, was 9 Circles. And like I had not beaten very much of this at the time. Next up we have 9 Circles at number 5 now. It was the hardest even when I beat it. And then I beat Head Rush in December. Which was pretty hard. And then I didn't know where I should place Heavy Club Step or RNAO. I think RNAO is probably harder, so I would place Heavy Club Step at 3 and RNAO at 2 at this point. And then I had Fairy Dust at number 1, I believe. What am I talking about? Why is it taking so long? I don't. And then Fairy Dust. Okay, yeah, I was right. So this was my demons list as of April 17th last year. Wow. Alright, so yeah. Alright, so after all that, when I finally came back and started recording again, I started to stream Cataclysm, or Old Cataclysm, really. And it was around this time that I met Blue Rain, one of my better online friends to this day. You know, back then we had, like, we did a lot more back then, for sure, but, you know, we're still talking and stuff every once in a while today. So, you know, that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. So this is the first extreme-ish demon that I tried to beat. I never actually accomplished that goal. I never beat Kata. But it's whatever. I poured like 20k-ish attempts into Kata, and I never beat it because like I was too bad. Like I was too inconsistent at the beginning, I think. Yeah, I wasn't able to beat it. Maybe I'll do it sometime soon. I don't know. I think it was also around this time that I ended up meeting Nyan as well. He's still around to this day. You know, he's still watching my streams and everything. It's pretty sick. Again, he was kind of like salty. He wasn't always here, but you know, he's still around today, and that's pretty epic. So we're still good friends to this day as well. Yeah. Alright, so, so a little after that progress video, right, I don't know if I didn't look, but I might have either quit Kata or I was about to quit Kata at this point. So I was taking a break from Kata, or I quit Kata at that point, I don't really remember. But I went back and I beat 9 Circles again, so I actually have a recording. Also, my hair is garbage here, but whatever. So yeah, I finally got my recording of 9 Circles, around June of last year. It's been, like, late June of last year, so it's been a little over a year. And, while I was beating this, actually, the day before, or the night before, so June 27th, 2018, I met one of my best online friends to this day, for sure. Salty. I met Salty the day before I rebeat this. And wow, like, that's insane. I've known him for over a year. That's crazy. Like, you know, when school started back up, you know, we weren't talking as much, but we're still really good friends. So I think that's just incredible that, you know, an online friendship can last that long. Yeah, I guess we'll move on to the more important things in my journey. And we have Stalemate. Stalemate was really big when I beat it. It's technically rated a hard demon.
Why do you guys dislike Nightbot so much?
But in my opinion, it definitely should be rated Insane Demon, so I consider it my first Insane Demon, personally. And this took me 4 days and 10,000 attempts, 15,000 if you count what I'd done about 9-ish months or so earlier. And I started my stalemate journey on July 13th of last year, which means in just 1 week from today, it will have been a year since I started beating stalemate. That is absolutely insane. Like, a year since stalemate? That's incredible. Like, how has it been so long? How has it been this long in such a short amount of time, it feels? Like, I don't know. Man. This was, like, an insane achievement for me at the time. It was quite a bit harder than anything I had beaten. And, yeah, this is actually my 97 fail, by the way. It was funny because my grandpa came into the room because he was about to tell me that my aunt was going to have a boy because she was pregnant. And they figured out that it was going to be a boy. And he's actually born now. And he's like 7 months old or whatever.
No.
He's like 7 months old now. You know, it's, yeah. Oh no, man. But, yeah. I mean, you know, as you can see, this was on July 17th, but I started my journey of stalemate on the 13th, which is 1 week from when you're seeing this. I'm recording this on the 5th because I probably won't have time tomorrow, but, you know. So yeah, a year since stalemate. That's actually insane. So after stalemate, a couple weeks later, I ended up being Ado, which, you know, personally, I consider it my second Insane Demon, even though if we're going based off what they're actually rated in the game, it was my first Insane Demon. So this was a really big milestone, and, you know, a lot of people beat this. And this was really a test of my ship skills, for sure. My ship and UFO skills, right? But I'd already kind of honed my UFO on stalemate, so those weren't too bad. But the ships were really hard for me because I'm like really bad at this ship, so this was pretty hard for me. But I consider stalemate harder than this, actually, because I just do. Fight me, sue me, I don't care. It's just a personal opinion. I feel like stalemate is Insane Demon difficulty, and it's a little bit, it's not that much, but it's a little bit harder than Ado. Just personal opinion, right? So yeah, I ended up beating Ado, and yeah, I probably got way better at the ship from this. So next on the list, I beat Crazy, my third Insane Demon, pretty much. This was easier than Ado. It's like a very easy Insane Demon. It's not a hard demon. I wouldn't say it's a hard demon, but it's a very easy Insane Demon. So yeah, third Insane Demon, pretty lit. So after Crazy, I started trying to beat old Sonic Wave nerf to verify it. So I nerfed Sonic Wave, and I tried to verify it. Well, I nerfed old Sonic Wave, really, but this was around 9-ish months ago. Wow, I struggle with this. The first time I came to it, I died to the last wave 13 times. Died at 95 several times. I think 3 times. 95 3 times by itself. And then I came back to it a few months ago, but we'll get to that in a bit, I guess. So I believe it was also sometime around the first time I came to OSWN that I met Nick. I think. I don't remember. I think is this around where I met him. I don't really remember. But yeah. Sorry if this is when I met you. I'm like really bad at remembering stuff like this. But I'm pretty sure it was sometime around here. That would be really awkward if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is around where I met him. And we're still talking and stuff to this day, you know. So yeah, so I mentioned that. So after I beat, or after I didn't beat, after I gave up on old Sonic Wave Nerfed, I started trying to beat Deception Dive, which I thought I could do, but in my opinion, for some reason, like the first 30% is the hardest part of the level, and I was just too inconsistent at the beginning, so I ended up dropping this as well. The furthest I got was 52%, which is the best I've ever gotten on an Extreme Demon. That's the highest percentage, whether in normal mode or in start position. So I thought that was pretty cool, right? Yeah. So I feel that this as well. Platinum is the hardest part, in my opinion. I really sucked at this part here for some reason. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so about 4 months ago, I came back to old Sonic Wave Nerfed, and I ended up getting 94. That was the worst death I had when I came back to it. But what I did was I actually buffed the second wave from what it was before. So I think these spikes are bigger or something. I don't know. And then I added that stuff there, and yeah. So this basically I just kind of buffed the second wave a little bit, and that was about it. But yeah, I ended up getting 94. And before I quit it again, I died at the last wave another 8 times in total. So yeah. So after I gave up on old Sonic Wave Nerfed again, I was trying to beat Club, and I got really close, but then for some reason I just stopped playing, and so then I was like, well, now I'm way worse at this, and I just kind of gave up on it. I got 92. That was the furthest I got. This would have been harder than Stalemate if I happened to beat it, but I never did, sadly. Also, this is like probably the most decorated level on the channel. So that's kind of exciting, I guess. But yeah, that's cool, I guess. So next up, I ended up beating Chaotic Machine, which is my hardest demon as of right now. I beat this about a month ago. And fun fact, I actually beat this 4 attempts after my 79 death, which is my worst death on the level. Surprisingly, I only died to the end 3 times. I got really lucky because the ending was really hard and inconsistent, and the duels were also like super dumb and stupid and stuff. And so, yeah. But this is my hardest demon as of right now, and yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. As of right now, I'm pretty much trying to beat Poltergeist. This is a really laggy recording. Because I did it on stream, and my stream was just like, eh. So, I have 50%, also 28 to 100 twice, and 19 to 85. So, I'll probably have this beaten pretty soon. But, after 2 years and 930 hours of in-game time, this is where I am now. You know, I've come a really long way from when I started. Real quick, actually, let me see how many days of my life I've spent playing this game in the last 2 years. About 24, 30. Okay, 38 and 3/4. So, oh my God, it's insane. 38 days and 18 hours I have spent on this game in the last 2 years. Pretty insane. I mean, you know, I could have done more. I could be grinding more this summer than I am. But, you know, yeah, recently I've been kind of demotivated because 2.2 hasn't come out yet, and I haven't really known what demon to beat. But, yeah, that's about where I am right now. And hope to see you guys sometime soon in the future, maybe when I be Poltergeist.